For many months, the beast of three heads ruled the village with terror. Every moon it demanded 5 souls, and every moon the earth drank their blood. Families wailed, children grew up in fear, mothers wept for sons who never returned, fathers buried their hopes with their children. The village lived, but it was a life chained in despair. In the king's chambers, a secret council gathered. The elders bowed low as a visionary whispered his prophecy. The beast will soon demand the king's daughter. Fear flashed in the king's eyes, and his voice grew cold. My daughter shall not die. Take any man, any woman, but she must live. The council murmured in shame, yet no one dared to oppose him. That night the king decreed, 20 children will be sent to the lion. The village broke into cries of anguish. Mothers clutched their children. Fathers bowed their heads in helpless silence. Yet no one could resist. The king's word was law. Families cursed the heavens, asking, why must our children die while the throne is spared? The village sank deeper into sorrow. But among the people, one man held a secret. A traveler who had once journeyed to China, where he met a fighter unlike any other, Bruce Lee. Strong, unyielding, a man whose fists spoke louder than swords. In desperation, he sent word to his friend, and Bruce answered the call. The day arrived. 20 children stood in trembling lines, mothers screaming, fathers powerless. Drums echoed across the square, summoning the beast. But before the lion appeared, a man stepped forward. Silent, calm, his eyes sharp as steel. Bruce Lee. The villagers gasped in disbelief. One man against the lion, they whispered? Some mocked, others wept. Even the king raised his staff and cried, foolish stranger, leave before you die. But Bruce said nothing. He only stood tall, waiting. Thunder rolled as the lion emerged. 3 heads roared in unison, fire and smoke pouring from its breath. The ground split beneath its paws, and the children shrieked in terror. The lion's eyes burned with rage as it saw only one man standing. It growled, where are my 20? The king shouted, he defies you. We begged him to leave, but he insists. The lion snarled, its fangs dripping, its laughter shaking the sky. With a sudden leap, the lion's claw swept down, shattering the earth. Dust and fire filled the air, but Bruce moved like wind, spinning to the side and striking the beast's leg with a kick that cracked like thunder. The villagers gasped. He had drawn first blood. The beast lunged again, its middle head snapping like a serpent. Bruce ducked low, his fists flashing in a blur. 1, 2, 3 strikes to its jaw. The head recoiled, dazed and broken. The crowd roared in disbelief. For the first time, the lion staggered. The second head opened wide and unleashed a torrent of flame. Villagers screamed as the fire scorched the earth, but Bruce rolled across the ground, springing high with a flying kick that struck the flaming head across its eye. The lion wailed, smoke rising from its wound. The third head bellowed a roar so powerful it cracked the village huts and sent men tumbling to the ground. Bruce held his stance, his body shaking but unbroken. With a mighty cry, he charged forward, fists pounding against the beast's chest like war drums. Each strike was faster than the last, each one filled with unyielding spirit. The king gripped his throne, his crown trembling. He whispered, "Impossible! No man can fight the lion!" But the villagers began to rise, their voices chanting, "Dragon! Dragon! Dragon!" Hope returned to their eyes. The lion, enraged, lifted Bruce high with its claw and hurled him across the square. His body crashed through wood and stone, blood dripping from his lip. The people gasped, thinking him broken. The lion growled, "Is this your hero?" But slowly Bruce rose, bruised, battered, yet unbowed. He clenched his fists and charged again. Bruce leapt into the air, twisting with perfect grace. His foot connected with the middle head's skull, shattering bone with a deafening crack. The head fell limp, its roar silenced forever. Dust rose, villagers screamed in shock, and the lion howled in agony. The beast, wounded but furious, unleashed its final attack. Fire from one head, claws from another. Bruce dodged, spun, and struck, every move faster than the eye could follow. With a roar of his own, he unleashed the strike of the dragon, his legendary kick. It slammed into the beast's chest with the force of thunder. A shockwave split the sky. The lion stumbled, fell to its knees, and dissolved into ash. Silence filled the square. Then the cries of joy burst forth. Mothers rushed to their children. Fathers wept openly. The villagers chanted his name, "Bruce! Bruce! Bruce!" The king sank to his knees, humbled and broken. And in the center of it all, Bruce Lee stood, scarred, silent, victorious. The man who ended the age of fear.